Good morning to all my dear Bhaiya Bahan. Today we are again going to start the same chapter, that is the Tiger King. In the previous class we discussed so many things, that why the king of Pratibandhupuram banned tiger hunting in his state, how he was able to lost his state by the hands of British officers, how he saved his kingdom by the hand of British officers, why did he ban tiger hunting in Pratibandhupuram states, and how many rings he sent to the wife of British officers, what were the price of all those 50 rings. In the previous class we discussed a lot. Today we are going to start the fourth part. The sentence starts from, see the sentence, the Maharaja's tiger hunts continued to be highly successful. Within 10 years he was able to kill 70 tigers, and then an unforeseen hurdle brought his mission to a standstill. The tiger population became extinct in the forests of Pratibandhupuram. Who knows whether the tigers practiced birth control or committed harakiri, or simply ran away from the state because they desired to be shot by British hands alone. Here we see the king was very successful in his tiger hunting missions. In a span of 10 years, he had killed 70 tigers. An unplanned problem stopped his mission. The problem was that there were no more tigers in Pratibandhupuram. The writer creates humor when he says that maybe the tigers practiced birth control activities and did not produce offsprings, or maybe they committed suicide. He also adds that it could be that they ran away from Pratibandhupuram because they did not want to be killed by an Indian, and on the other hand they want it to be killed by a Britishers. Now write down some meanings. Unforeseen means not seen before. Hurdle means obstacle. Mission means aim. Stand still means totally at halt, means stopped. Extinct means completely destroyed or disappeared. Practiced means followed. Committed means performed. Harakiri means suicide. Now see the next paragraph. Means in this paragraph we have seen a problem came to the state that after killing 70 tigers, the king was unable to find tigers more. How to kill tiger, it was a problem before the king. One day the Maharaja sent for the Diwan. Diwan Sahib, aren't you aware of the fact that 30 tigers still remain to be shot down by this gun of mine? He asked, brandishing his gun. Brandishing means waving as a threat or in anger or excitement. Shuddering at the sight of the gun, the Diwan cried out, Your Majesty, I am not a tiger. Which idiot would call you a tiger? No, I am not a gun. You are neither tiger nor gun. Diwan Sahib, I summoned you here for a different purpose. I have decided to get married. See in this paragraph. What happened when the tigers' population decreased or stopped in Pratibandhapuram. After killing 70 tigers, the king of Pratibandhapuram took a decision. In this paragraph, we see that decision. One day, the king called his minister and waved his gun towards him. He said that he was yet to kill 30 more tigers. The minister was scared when he saw the gun, and he cried to the king that he was not a tiger, as he feared that the king might aim his gun at him. The king said that he was not foolish that he would mistake the minister for a tiger. The minister was so scared that he added that he was neither a gun. The king said to him that he knew that he was neither a tiger nor a gun, but on the other hand, the king had called his minister for another work. The king wanted to get married. In this paragraph, we see the king wanted to get married. Why did he want to get married? See the next. The Diwan began to babble even more. Your Majesty, I have 2 wives already. If I marry you, don't talk nonsense. Why should I marry you? What I want is a tiger. Your Majesty, please think it over. Your ancestors were married to the sword. If you like, marry the gun. A tiger king is more than enough for this state. It doesn't need a tiger queen as well. In this paragraph, we see the minister was so confused that he started speaking something in a silly way, in a nonsense way. He said that the king already had 2 wives, and if the minister married the king interrupted the minister and scolded him for speaking nonsense. He said that he had no reason to marry the minister, and he did not want to marry the minister. He said that he wanted a tiger. So the writer again creates humor when he says that the minister told the king that he should think over his decision. The minister adds that the king's ancestors were married to the sword, and so if he wanted, he could marry the gun. But marrying a tiger and getting a tiger queen for the kingdom of Pratibandhapuram was not a good thought. He added that a tiger king was enough for the state and they did not need a tiger queen. Now write down some meanings here. Brandishing means moving in the air. Shuddering means trembling in fear. Idiot means fool. Summoned means called. Babble means speak incoherently. Ancestors, forefathers. Crack, roar. Ranks, class. Now, next paragraph. The Maharaja gave a loud crack of laughter. I am not thinking of marrying either a tiger or a gun, but a girl from the ranks of human beings. First, you may draw up statistics of tiger populations in the different native states. Next, you may investigate if there is a girl I can marry in the royal family of a state with a large tiger population. My dear, see in this paragraph, what does the tiger king want? This was very hilarious and the Maharaja started laughing. He said that he did not want to marry either a tiger or a gun, but he wanted to marry a girl from another kingdom. He asked his minister to make a list of all the kingdoms and the number of tigers they had. Next, the minister was supposed to find out if there was a girl worth marrying in the royal family of a state which had a large number of tigers. Here we see the tiger king wanted to marry that girl whose estate had a lot of tigers. He didn't want to marry either a tiger or a gun. He wanted to marry a girl from another kingdom. Because in his kingdom there was a scarcity of tigers. He thought if the tigers will be found in the kingdom of his wife, he may finish his tally of killing 100 tigers. Now, next paragraph. The Diwan followed his orders. He found the right girl from a state which possessed a large number of tigers. Maharaja Jang Bahadur killed 5 or 6 tigers each time he visited his father-in-law. In this manner, 99 tiger skins adorned the walls of the reception hall in the Pratibandhapuram palace. What we see here? We see here the minister followed the orders and he found the right girl from a state which had a large number of tigers. So every time King Jang Bahadur visited his father-in-law, he would kill 5 or 6 tigers in the kingdom. In this manner, the king killed 99 tigers, and the skins of tigers decorated the walls of the lobby hall of the Pratibandhapuram palace. Now, difficult words meaning. Write down. Draw up means calculate. Statistics means numbers. Investigate means look into. Possessed means contained. Adorned means graced, or you can say decorated. Reception means guest room. Now, part 5. The Maharaja's anxiety reached a fever pitch when there remained just one tiger to achieve his tally of 100. Again there was a tension in the mind of Maharaja, because after killing 99 tigers in his father-in-law's house, in his father-in-law's kingdom, there was no tiger. So again Maharaja started feeling anxiety. He had this one thought during the day and the same dream at night. By this time the tiger farms had run dry even in his father-in-law's kingdom. It became impossible to locate tigers anywhere, yet only one more was needed. If he could kill just that one single beast, the Maharaja would have no fears left. He could give up tiger hunting altogether. In this paragraph we say, as the Maharaja has killed 99 tigers, he was to kill just one more to complete his total of 100 tigers. He became very anxious and curious to kill the 100th tiger. All through the day and night he kept on dreaming of killing the 100th tiger. The tiger population in the king's father-in-law's kingdom had also finished. He could not find a single tiger anywhere. The king was very desperate for one single tiger that he could hunt, after which he would give up hunting, as he would not fear tigers any longer. Now write down meanings. Anxiety means worry, chinta. Fever pitch means agitation. Fever pitch means agitation, or you can say extreme. Tally means account. Locate, find out. Give up, leave. Altogether, totally, extremely, very much. Now see the next paragraph. But he had to be extremely careful with the last tiger. What had the late chief astrologer said? Even after killing 99 tigers, the Maharaja should beware of the 100th. True enough. The tiger was a savage beast after all. One had to be wary of it. But where was that 100th tiger to be found? It seemed easier to find tiger's milk than a live tiger. See, what does the Tiger King say here? He was reminded of the late astrologer's words that he was supposed to be very careful with the 100th tiger that he hunted, and the king agreed that tigers were uncontrolled animals, and so he had to be cautious of it. But he was not able to find the 100th tiger that he could kill. The writer again creates humor by saying that it was easier to find tiger's milk in the kingdom rather than an alive tiger. The Tiger King was also very joking. Sometimes he joked with others. Now, next. Thus the Maharaja was sunk in gloom, but soon came the happy news which dispelled that gloom. In his own state, sheep began to disappear frequently from a hillside village. It was first ascertained that this was not the work of Khader Mian Sahib or Virasamy Nekar, both famed for their ability to swallow sheep whole. Surely a tiger was at work. The villagers ran to inform the Maharaja. The Maharaja announced a 3-year exemption from all taxes for that village and set out on the hunt at once. See what happens in this paragraph. This made the king very sad because the tiger was not in the father-in-law's kingdom also. The king became sad because he wanted to finish the tally of killing 100 tigers. His sadness came to an end when he got the news that in a hillside village, sheep was disappearing very fast. There were 2 people in the kingdom, Khader Mian Sahib and Virasamy Nekar, who could swallow whole sheep. As this was not their job, so it was calculated that there was a tiger at work. The villagers were very excited and they informed the king about it. The Maharaja was so happy that he exempted the villages from all taxes for 3 years and set out to hunt this tiger. The tiger was not easily found. It seemed as if it had wantonly hid itself in order to flout the Maharaja's will. The Maharaja was equally determined. He refused to leave the forest until the tiger was found. As the days passed, the Maharaja's fury and obstinacy mounted alarmingly. Many officers lost their jobs. What we see here, the king could not locate the tiger easily, and it seemed as if the tiger was hidden in order to go against the king's desire of killing the tiger. But the king was very determined. He did not leave the forest until he would find the tiger. With the passing days, he became very angry and was firm to kill the tiger. In his anger, he removed many officers from his kingdom. Now Maharaja became very angry, my dear. Why? Because he was unable to get the last tiger. Due to this, so many officers lost their jobs in his kingdom due to the fury of Maharaja, due to the angerness of Maharaja. And the king decided this time he will not go his home until he killed the last tiger. He was determined to live in the forest until the tiger was found. This was the rigidity of the tiger king. Now write down some meanings. Savage means wild. Wary means careful. Sunk means drowned. Gloom means sadness. Dispelled means removed. Frequently means quite often. Ascertained means made sure. Swallow means gulp down. Exemption means free from. Set out means started on a mission. Wantonly means capriciously or arbitrarily. Flout means disobey. Will means intention. Fury means great anger. Obstinacy, the act of being stubborn means जिद्द जिसको बोलते हो. Mounted means increased. Alarmingly means up to a dangerous level. Rage means great anger. Forthwith means at once. Now this is the time for class work. I am giving you some questions. You try to prepare it. Now write down question number 1. What happened when Maharaja did not find the last tiger in his kingdom? How many tigers he killed in 10 years? Who wanted to hunt in the forests of Pratibandhpuram? How many rings did the king send to the British officer's wife? Now prepare this. Okay, very nice. You all have prepared. And now your homework is prepare question answer from the text and the taught paragraphs also. And whatever the link in the WhatsApp group, you also copy it from that link, because if you will copy that question answer from there, some answers will live in your memory, and in the examination it will help you to write easily. So that we shall start next paragraph on the next day. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.